In case you're wondering, to make this video, it took visiting 5 separate Hobby Lobby stores in 3 different counties, and also maybe stealing from a Hobby Lobby. Hey crafters, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and you are watching Crafters Autonomous. So I haven't been feeling so good lately, so I didn't get a video posted on Tuesday, but I did want to share my big yarn haul and also tell you the story on this. So basically, I guess by the time this was going out, it'll be like 2 weeks ago. That Monday, people were posting all over on Facebook about they were getting yarn on sale at Hobby Lobby, like super clearance. We're talking like under $1 per yarn skein, pretty good deals. So I wasn't feeling super great, and I was like, I can go visit some Hobby Lobbies later on in the week. Well, the week went by and I never got to go, but fortunately my family's pretty awesome. I'm not saying my family's better than yours, but I am saying that my whole entire family went shopping to Hobby Lobby for me, and they like FaceTimed me when I wasn't able to go, so they're just pretty awesome. I just need to give them that shout out. So here's the story on stealing from the Hobby Lobby. So last Saturday, my older sister was super awesome and said, hey, I can stop in at Hobby Lobby. So she stopped in at Hobby Lobby, and we FaceTimed. I was gonna record and include like the FaceTiming clip, but our connection was terrible. So anyway, she found like all the different yarns that were on clearance, and then I had to decide, okay, I want this yarn, but let me see what my color options are. We went through this whole big thing, and she grabbed me 16 skeins of yarn. Now I told her that here's what I'm thinking it should be when you check out. If it's over 30 bucks, pause and call me, but otherwise just grab it all and we'll be good. So she gets home and I'm looking over the yarn and I'm just looking at my beautiful pile of yarn, and then I'm looking at the receipt. And I was thinking it was gonna be like around $25 once you add tax in, but then I look at the receipt and I see this, $17.51. And then I was very confused because once you calculate that out, that's like, I think like $1.09 when I calculated it out per skein. And I was like, that's way wrong because I had several skeins that were $2. Only like 2 of them were under $1. So I was really confused. Turns out that 13 of the 16 skeins got rung up and 3 of them did not. So we think ended up happening is the cashier punched them in, here's the dollar amount times this many yarn, and for those 224 skeins, we think she forgot to hit the ×4. So I got charged for 1 of them. So I got the 3 most expensive ones for free. But then I was a little panicking because like, I obviously don't want to steal from Hobby Lobby because like, that's just kind of like not cool. So I was like, great, but I knew I wasn't gonna be able to go back into town that day. And then I was like, someone's gonna have to go back. There's just gonna be a big headache. And then I'm like, what are they even gonna do? I'm just gonna walk in with my yarn and be like, hey, so I stole these 3 skeins of yarn. Can I buy them? But anyways, we talked to the manager and they said just keep them because that was a mistake on their end. So yeah, basically I stole from Hobby Lobby accidentally, although they kind of like let me, I guess. And I guess it also makes up for them not having the 40% off coupons anymore. I was really bummed out about that, but I guess we're kind of like even now. So anyways, thank you Hobby Lobby. That was the first 16 skeins of yarn. Let me show you what I got. So first I got this Blended Bliss yarn. It's a weight 1 yarn, ultra fine, and it is a cotton and acrylic blend. This is the color Wheat, and I don't really know why I'm telling you guys these details because any yarns that I'm showing you are unfortunately discontinued, so you won't be able to get these at your Hobby Lobby unless you like look on eBay and find them. But anyways, I've never worked with this yarn before, and I really wish I had worked with it more because y'all, this is so nice. So with this yarn, I didn't want to wait until I filmed, and so I started working with the 1 skein, and I'm making this lovely baby blanket, and I will have the pattern available on Etsy at some point in the future. So about halfway done with it. 1 more skein to go, where it's definitely gonna be a big game of yarn chicken. I really don't know if I'm gonna have enough, but we're gonna make it work somehow. So 2 skeins of the Blended Bliss. The next thing is 2 skeins of I Love This Cotton in the color Lime Dot. Each of these only 94 cents. Pretty good deal. I really like their cotton yarn. I don't normally work with cotton because I feel like it, it's a little more expensive, but for only 94 cents, I feel like this is a phenomenal deal for the I Love This Cotton. And I don't have a specific project in mind, probably some bags or coasters, things like that, and I'll have some video tutorials on that. But you can never have too much cotton yarn, so I figured it was under $1, might as well grab that. So then I also got 2 skeins of Nordica, and I guess these are 2 of the skeins that I stole. These normally run for $8.99. I got each of them for $2.24, but then they didn't get rung up, so I guess I got them for free. I've never worked with the Nordica before. It's supposed to be anti-pilling, so I'm gonna make a tank top out of these, assuming that the project goes well. But I'm gonna use these for making a tank top. I don't know how much I'll have left over. Maybe I'll get a couple projects out of these 2 skeins, maybe just the 1. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm really excited to work with it. It feels really soft. and it'll be interesting to see how well it washes. Then I have 4 skeins of this Baby Bee Sugar Pom Pom, normally $4.99. I got each of them for $1.24, and I'm gonna use these to make a baby blanket. If the pattern's anything special, I'll either do a video tutorial on it or post it up on Etsy, but I got 4 of these for another baby blanket, so 2 baby blankets over here. Then I got 2 of these Wrapology hues, and I think it was just these colors being discontinued. I don't think all the Wrapologies were being discontinued, but I could be wrong on that. So anyways, these normally retail for $8.99. I got them for $2.24, so I guess we'll say that I bought one of these and then the other one I got for free accidentally. But hey, I'm pretty excited to work with this yarn. It's a cotton poly blend, but mostly cotton. I don't know what I'm gonna make with these. I don't know that I'll do a wrap or a shawl, but the yarn feels really nice, and yeah, that was kind of an impulse buy, I guess you could say. But there's a good bit of yarn here. There's over 500 yards in each skein, so I should be able to make a decent sized project with that. So then the last 4 skeins we got at the first Hobby Lobby, because yes, remember I went to multiple Hobby Lobbies, is these skeins called Cozy Toes. So I have them in 2 different prints. These 2, unfortunately, are not from the same dye-lot, but it's crazy enough colors that I don't think it's gonna matter. And then these 2, but basically I'm going to make these into socks. I have a Tunisian crochet pattern for how to make socks that is actually the whole entire reason that I learned how to crochet. I made these in Tunisian crochet, and they're super soft and comfy. The only problem with them is they've got just like the natural stretch of Tunisian crochet, but they're not particularly elastic. But the Cozy Toe stuff is like super elastic. So I think that's why it's like designed specifically for making socks, not shoes. Making socks and crocheting socks, not shoes. But I have no idea how this will work out, but I thought it'd be cool to try it. And I think they are discontinuing all of the Cozy Toes, but they might be getting some new colors in. I'm not totally sure on that. Okay, my sister who did the shopping at the first one, because she's awesome, she said that she saw they still had other colors of Cozy Toes, so hopefully they're still making this. So that was the first Hobby Lobby. So anyways, then the following week, I was still feeling kind of icky, but I had some doctor appointments and had to go out anyways, and I was talking with my mom, and basically she fell in love with the Blended Bliss yarn. She was like, oh my goodness, that baby blanket is so cute and just feels so nice. So she was like, do you want to stop at another Hobby Lobby? And of course, I'm not gonna say no. So we went to another Hobby Lobby looking specifically for the Blended Bliss, trying to get a 3rd color in the wheat here. We could not find another skein of this color of Blended Bliss, but then my mom did find 3 skeins of the Blended Bliss in this beautiful gray color, and she was like, we're gonna grab them anyways because I just love this yarn so much. So those 3 reach $1.24. So I got these 3 skeins for $3.94. That's more than enough to make a baby blanket. I will probably throw in another color on there just so it's not a solid gray baby blanket, but still really not bad for an entire project and for really nice soft yarn. That was Hobby Lobby number 2. We then went way further up in the county, and there's a 3rd Hobby Lobby like an hour away from us in rush hour traffic. And we went in there, and unfortunately they were pretty much picked clean of all the clearance stuff, so we did not get any yarn there. However, my sister was over in another county for work, and they have a Hobby Lobby in that other county. So she went in there again looking for the Blended Bliss, did not find any, but she did find some yarn. And they had 2 more 94-cent skeins of Hobby Lobbies. I love this cotton in the same discontinued print. And I was like, yeah, it's less than $1 per skein. Definitely grab those. But on the side note here, they stuck a sticker on the yarn. It's really stressing me out. Just why? I mean, I feel like there'd be some random piece of plastic they could have wrapped around this and then put the sticker on that, but no. I haven't tried to remove the sticker yet. I do have some concerns about it. Those 2 skeins, I got them for $2 and a penny. Pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. That was Hobby Lobby number 4. As I said, we went to 5 Hobby Lobbies in 3 counties. The 5th Hobby Lobby, this is where my dad gets involved. It's great. So first you gotta understand my dad's like manly outdoors man. And I'll link to his channel if you like hunting, fishing, that kind of stuff, outdoor projects. I'll link to that so you can go check him out as well and subscribe to his channel. But anyways, he was over doing work in another county over. So this is the 3rd county now. And there is a Hobby Lobby over there as well. And so my dad, who knows nothing about yarn, he said that yes, he would go in there and look for the Blended Bliss yarn. He went in there, we FaceTimed. He was very stressed out because what you gotta understand about Hobby Lobby, if you don't have one near you, is like 90% of the yarn says Yarn Bee. So his strategy was, I'm gonna look for the Yarn Bee stuff. But what he found was the big one aisle of I love this yarn with like 3 different skeins of some other yarn. He was like, that's it, that's all the yarn they have, nothing's on clearance still. Because at this point it's been like 2 weeks after the clearance started, so most places are cleared out. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yep, only one aisle, just this one side. I'm like, what if you look that way? And he's like, oh, there's 2 more aisles. So anyways, I had him in the store for probably a good 10-15 minutes, going up and down the aisles, going, that's his yarn B2, that's his yarn B2, what is it called again, Blended Bliss? Okay, so anyways, we looked and looked and looked. He found a couple different yarns that were on clearance, but none of them were the Blended Bliss, and none of them were more of the I love this cotton. So I said, Dad, thank you so much for going in there, but we're gonna have to count this as a loss. So anyways, that was my buying clearance yarn from 5 different Hobby Lobbies in 3 different counties, and also stealing 3 skeins of yarn from Hobby Lobby. So let's go ahead and talk grand totals for what all I got, how much it cost, and how much the price per yarn works out to be. Now I am going to include in my count the 3 yarns I got for free, but I'm not gonna include a price for them because they ended up being free. So just know that that skews things a little bit. So first of all, I bought this many skeins of yarn, and I'm not counting this right now. I want to say it's probably like 21, probably. Then the total price is this amount popping up on screen. Wow. So that means if we do a little math and we divide the total price by the number of skeins, that brings us to a grand total of per skein. And I didn't calculate this before filming, so you're just gonna have to look at the math happening on screen somewhere. But anyways, I thought since I didn't get a tutorial video out last week, and I might not have one out this week, that I would at least show you guys my crazy yarn haul and tell you the story about accidentally robbing the Hobby Lobby and just kind of bring you on the adventure. But yeah, so I've got baby blanket, some socks, a tank top, another baby blanket, random cotton yarn, and random this yarn, and hopefully I will be able to show you guys some of the products I make from this. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Happy crafting!